I tried Android 11 after a long time, and in 2023 some features which were present in Android 11 this custom ROM, actually some of these features I am missing right now. The custom ROM I'm talking about in this video is Shapeshift OS. Previously this custom ROM, when with Android 11 version, this custom ROM was one of the best. If you are using custom ROMs from some time, you already know that Shapeshift OS was one of the most stable, having some great features and customizations, was a best custom ROM, kind of one of the best custom ROMs for your device. Let's have a quick look at some of the features or the things which were available previously, and let's revive the memories of Android 11. The settings UI is kind of customizable. You can see the settings UI is looking like Oxygen OS 10, and you have the option to change this thing. Also in the default launcher, this custom ROM brings you some features like icon pack customization, some options in home screen where you have the option to enable or disable the icon labels, and also the option to edit the widgets or etc. Including this one, you of course have the option to hide those apps, including that app locker etc. We'll talk about the app locker later on in this video, but including this, all the features are super amazing and these are included by default. If I move on to the quick settings panel, you can see the quick settings panel was literally amazing. That FPS info is what I'm using right now. Unfortunately, it's not present in a lot of custom ROMs with this latest version, but in previous times, Android 11, the FPS info, FPS meter was so amazing. There were many tiles, and as expectedly, the Android 11 quick settings panel is of course still a very interesting quick settings panel, which a lot of users even want in Android 13. A lot of custom ROM brings you this same kind of vibes. Some customizations in Shapeshifter. You can see interface, we have navigation, status bar, actions, miscellaneous. Customizations were simply amazing. It also brings you this kind of theme, because Android 11 was not with the material hue theming or dynamic theming, but they gave you the option for accent colors, and this customization, the colors customization, was super amazing. In a custom ROM, you always find it so useful, because if you change the accent color, the whole UI is changed, and that gives you a very good feeling. For example, if I try to apply this red color, red accent color, it's applied almost everywhere in this custom ROM, including the quick settings panel etc. Because right now, after Android 12, Google introduced dynamic theming, basically material hue theming, so things were changed. You can see options related to system UI icons, the settings, home page dividers. For example, if I try to enable this Oxygen OS 11 style settings, dashboard icons, and this is how. So you have the option to customize. And this custom ROM was previously known as Oxygen OS style themed custom ROM. There was another custom ROM named as Wave OS, which was literally same like Oxygen OS, and that was so amazing. Unfortunately, I do not have any build for that custom ROM right now, but Shapeshift OS was nonetheless. If we move on to the customizations in status bar, features were same like battery customizations, clock customizations. We had network traffic indicator, which is of course really useful and it's still present everywhere, and some icons which you can enable or disable from status bar, the data disabled icon, etc. If you move on to the battery options, you can see the battery graph was also literally same like Oxygen OS, and this was looking so amazing. I applied some fonts there too. You just noticed I'm using OnePlus fonts here, so this gives me 5 vibes of Oxygen OS, and this is a really amazing thing. We have the option to reset the battery stats too. This brings you the same features and display settings though, like live display etc etc. Android 11 features, of course the Android 11 specific features are, of course, you will not get in Android 12 or Android 13, so not going to talk much about that. But if you move on to the styles and wallpapers option, some features like this lock screen clock styles, the name is IDE, which was one of my favorite. I just applied this thing. This is how the lock screen clock was looking like. Unfortunately, it's not present in any of the new builds. Shapeshift's own clock, and like this one, you can enable this. We have Shapeshift 12, Fluid OS, and there are many more lock screen clock styles were present. Looks amazing. But this custom ROM brings you almost everything what you were looking forward to. If this custom ROM is available for your device right now, you can still give it a try. This is a still good custom ROM. The last update I guess was 2.8 based on Android 11. Of course it's a bit old, so I'm not sure if it is good enough for daily driver or not, but I just wanted to let you know about this customer which was so amazing previously. This is it from today's short and simple video. Hope you like this. Don't forget to like and share this. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.